That's it. That's it. And you could go وَثِقَ يَثِقُ ثِقَةً or وُثُوقًا. You could do it different. There's different endings that you can go here. And this is how we understand it. قَطَعَ يَقْطَعُ قَطَعًا and خَضَعَ يَخْضَعُ خُضُوعًا. This is always going to be a fatha because the ayn of the lam of the letter has an ayn on it. And the huruf al-halqi are 6. Hamzun, faha'un, thumma aynun, ha'un. Muhmalatani, meaning they don't have anything on them. Thumma ghaynun, kha'u. These 6 letters, when they come on the ayn or the lam of a word, then it's going to be like qata'a yaqta'u or fataha yaftahu if it's going to be in any way. Everybody got me? This is how we're going to go with these words right here. These are all, again, fa'ala yaf'ilu, like daraba yadribu darban. That is muta'addi. Jalasa yajlisu julusan. That is lazim. Ba'a yabi'u bay'an. That means it's ajwaf. In the middle of it, it has to have a ya. Or an alif came there, so it comes as a ya and it's mudari'. Or wa'ida ya'idu. That means it's a wa'du, wawi, fa'an, but it comes on the scale of fa'ala. So it's going to be yaf'ilu in the middle. But you automatically know that if it has a waw there, it's going to be yaf'ilu. No exception. Actually, you have waghira yawgaru. That's the two-faced ones, but I listed them to the wajhaini. Min ihsib ma wa ghirt min ihsib ma wa ghirta min ihsib ma wa ghirta wa hirta. I can't list them off the top of my head right now because I'm trying to do it. Min ihsib ma wa ghirta wa hirta in an'am wahila wahila. There's about 6 of them that are two-faced, and they come like waghira sadruhu. He got hiqt. He got angry. He started to hate. So he could say yaghiru, yaghiru, or he could say yawgaru, yawgaru. This is an exceptional style, and there's only a few verbs that do that. You will memorize the ones that do that and be familiar with them. Okay? Warima is the last one when you get through a thing. Min ihsab, you say hasiba, hasiba, yahsibu wa yahsabu. In Warsh, they say yahsibu. In Hafs, they say yahsabu. So you see the proof that both are used in the language. But the point is that when we study these verbs, or we study this language, we go from the root to the toot, as they say, and we get it. And we have to remember that this is what distinguishes us in our studies. We are not trying to hold anybody back in the lessons, but there is a minhaj. And the minhaj is first, we have to break down the word Araba and know that Arabic as a language has 3 types of letters. There is an ismun, a fi'lun, and a harfun. We are here. We ain't even finished the harfun. We put the ismun last because of its loftiness over its 2 companions. But we can get the huruf knocked out. And there's 3 types of huruf. What are the 3 types of huruf? For our purpose. They are general letters, right? Basic letters, right?
Letters with extra meaning.
Letters that have meanings, right? Letters that hold meaning. And what else? Connectors. We need to stay here. We haven't, general letters are alifun, ba'un, ta'un, tha'un, jimun, ha'un, kha. That's basic letters. We haven't even finished them. We as students don't even know the correct order that the letters actually came from. Abjad, Hawaz, Huttiya, Kaliman, Sa'fas, Qurishat, Thaqid, or Thaqud, Dadud. Those are letters right there, and how to pronounce them. What are the sifat for each one of those letters? What is the tajweed rule for each one of them? So we're familiar just with that general letter. Because if we get that part down pat, really own it, it'll help us when we start saying qata'a. And we don't say qata'a or kata'a or kata'a, which is hamza. Chew the language up. Spit it out. How you sound totally unintelligent. And now that you are, because you don't know what you're talking about. Then after you get past the general letters, the letters of meanings. Sa'altumuniha. Simple statement. Sa'altum, as-sin, sa'altumuni. Those are the letters that have meanings. Like mu in front of a word, and ma in front of a word, and mi in front of a word, and ista. And then some of these scales become so much easier because they work together. The noon from in fa'ala and the ta from ifta'ala. and what these words mean. So then that's with the letters with meaning. Then we get on to connectors. Min ila wa hurufu khafdi. Now. من إلى وعن وفي وربا وبا وعلى والكاف واللام وون وتا ومذ ومنذ ولعل حتى. And then we have ولم ولما وألم ألم. Then we have وأن وأن. You know, we have a bunch of these letters that we haven't touched on yet. When the an comes, they make what comes after it fatha. Okay? When the one that come with jazm, lam yaf'al. You know? And then we did the hurufu khafti. And that's the min ila wa an wa fi wa rubba wal ba wa al. And we can get that down and comfortable with it. Then we can move on to fi'lun. And then when we get to this, we'll take time and go over this and break it down. And then when we finish that, we move on to ismun. And then when we finish this, the ismun, you're carrying. You're packing. You have tools now that you can use. It's time to go on to another science. Hopefully tajweed, which will take you another level with this. And then after that, rasm will go along with that. Learning how to write, which is one of the 13 sciences. Learning how to write, how to listen and take dictation when you're doing the Arabic language. Patience. Till finally we get to balagha. And we learn fasahatul kalam, how to express ourselves. What a ma'ani is. What badi'atul kalam, how to say it, make a statement and make it clear. How to say a statement in two different ways, meaning the same thing so everybody understands what we're talking about. Okay? And then after that, we get to some shi'r. Qawafi. أمن أمي أو فدمنة لم تكلمي بهومانة الدراج فالمتثلمي. And we will go over معلقات السبع. You don't master the language till you do معلقات. At least one. But that's taking the lugha. We want to go step by step to learn this so that we can move on to the Quran. And many students aren't patient enough to do this and at the same time memorize Quran. It's the only thing you should be doing other. Take the time if you want to be a real student. A lot of times nowadays students want to do that. They want to hurry up and get to becoming a fuqaha. You don't do that unless you get your foundation straight. Take your time. And then finally, when you finally got it, we get to tafsir and ahl al-hadith. But when you get to become ahl al-hadith and instead of you've already gotten the tools necessary from usul al-fiqh and usul al-hadith, like bayquniyya, and we start to understand these things, what's going on there, then you will be able to listen and read the hadith, understand what is being said from many different angles, and then read the statements of the ulama and use that to guide your children, yourself, your children, and those around you. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. I wish everybody to have, inshallah ta'ala, I wish everybody to have a great Ramadan fast. Don't do too much talking, don't too much hanging out and too much eating. Pray at home where people can't see you. Assalamu alaikum.